Crispy whiskers. You're gonna get crispy again. You ready?
Crispy.
Hi, my name is Madison, but most people call me Maddie. And this is my husband, Austin. We also have a dog, me, Ollie. This is our story, Expression from a Minimalist. Good morning, it's me and Ollie. We are here to finish the story of our honeymoon in Utah. So let's see where we left off yesterday. We had just started our drive to the Klondike Bluffs, and we stopped and did a little hike on the border where we saw the salmon, and had drove through the Flaming Gorge, which is absolutely beautiful. It was my favorite part of the drive. If you ever go to Utah, you have to go through the Flaming Gorge. It's so beautiful. So we had arrived at our campsite near the Dinosaur Tracks trailhead about 6 or 7 in the evening, and it was very windy this night. It was insanely windy. I think we had wind speed of 40 to 50 miles an hour. I could actually feel the camper kind of moving. We were fine. We just tucked in early and made dinner inside the camper and just played games and kind of hung out. Yes. Delicious. Dinner for 2. Cheers. And when we woke up, our neighbors that had a tent, a rooftop tent, had actually left because I don't know, a tent in that kind of wind, it would be pretty hard. Oh, big stretch. We're coming. Oh, there he is. Oh, watch the heater. Oh gosh, crispy whiskers. You're gonna get crispy again. You ready?
Mr. Crispy Whiskers.
Are we ready? It's so windy. It is so windy. We're ready. Oh.
Are you ready to go? Oh, thank you.
He's like, hurry, 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 hurry.
This is gonna be so fun for you because you're not even gonna break a sweat.
No,
dude.
he won't.
This is like my temperature here, guys.
Yeah. Since the day before was mostly driving, we had planned for a really big bike ride today. We're riding the Dinosaur tracks, and we had planned for about 9.2 miles. So here's some footage of our ride and some of our exploring. And go! That's a dinosaur print, see? Wow. Oh my gosh. Ollie could go through there.
It's like a playground.
It is. Let's get to riding.
Come on, guys. Come on, YouTube.
Time to ride. Like long neck prints. Like this.
Stars come to shine when it's dark.
Nice.
From so far away, show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? wonder.
Yeah. I'll leave it. That's beautiful.
How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder. How come the trees gets undressed when it's cold? And don't they miss the leaves they left behind? Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes. Until winter comes.
Yeah, baby.
It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Oh, I wonder. How come the stars come to shine when it's dark?
We had so much fun riding at Dinosaur tracks. It was our first trail with like the actual slick rocks that you hear about in Utah and all of the giant slabs of rock you're riding all over. And it is so cool and it's technical and you're like climbing up rocks and climbing over rocks and down rocks and around rocks, and it was a blast. I'm so glad that we got to experience that, and I definitely feel like my mountain biking improved after that ride. So then we drove back to our camp and we were exhausted. So we decided to head into Moab and grab some lunch at a little Mexican restaurant there. And we actually stopped at some consignment shops. They have a lot of like cool outdoor shops, and so we just kind of shopped around for a while and then ended up driving around the river and found our next camp spot, which was at Goose Island. Windy! It's gonna be windy! This ended up being another very windy evening, so we sat out and we had a fire for a little while and made some dinner, but ended up going into the camper and just playing games, which is fine. I mean, it gets cold too because this is November, so we didn't really mind. The next day when we woke up, the sun was shining. It was so beautiful, and we wanted to go and do a hike and just get out and enjoy and just kind of walk around and get a break from our bikes, kind of stretch our legs. So we went and hiked Morning Glory, and it was a 4.5 mile hike. It was in and back out, and it was so cool. You're like climbing between canyons and there's caves, and you can like climb up the sides of these rocks, and we crossed a couple different creeks, and then we ended up like hiking down into this little cave area where we saw our first arch. And yeah, so here's some really nice footage from our hike. Hi! Come on, Ollie! Show me the way! Whoa! That bad boy. Come on, Ollie, let's go see. Whoa.
It's like a little fire ring, or an old fire ring or something.
Maybe somebody lived in here. So after our hike, we went into town and loaded up on firewood and food and anything we would need because we were headed back to some canyons for some camping. So stay tuned for our drive through the Gemini Bridges. Thank you for watching.